So what do you do when you're looking for a job and don't know where to start? Well, if you're Sean Aiken, you try everything, and I mean everything.
So here I am, week 8, working on a dairy farm in Rimbey, Alberta.
After graduating from school with no clear career, Sean created the 1-week job project.
It's all part of the job.
From farmer
Yell at me, water.
to firefighter,
Hands up front.
martial artist to mascot.
There he is, the transformation from man to bird. Look at that. That is sexy.
Sean blasted through 52 jobs in 52 weeks, traveling all over the world and donating all his earnings to charity. He's now adding one more title to his job list as the author of the 1-week job project. We're pleased to welcome Sean Aiken into our studios this morning. What an idea this is. So you get out of school and you think, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm going to put it out there, see if someone will hire me and do a bunch of stuff and try to figure it out. Were you surprised at the response you got?
I was really surprised, you know. I thought I was alone in that search and that questioning, thinking, what do I want to do with my life? And once I started the 1-week job project and really put it out there, it was amazing to hear from others in the exact same situation and to see how receptive people were, and so their willingness to open up their workplace and really their homes, because most often I'll stay with my employers. That was an incredible experience.
You know, most people would say it's better to know what you don't want to do and figure that part out when you're trying to figure out what you do want to do. Was there anything where you thought you did the job and thought, there's just no way, this isn't me?
Yeah, there's definitely a couple times. One of the toughest jobs, I'd say, is just outside of Montreal. I was working with a company that goes out into the wild and they pick products and then bring them into town and process them, sell them to high-end restaurants. And that particular week, we were working in the swamp picking cattails. So it was basically 12-hour days, 35-degree heat. It stunk, just bugs everywhere. Definitely not a job that I could see myself in, but at least it only lasted a week.
There you go. That's the good thing, right, when it's only a week. What did you like?
Really enjoyed being a real estate agent. Also, I worked in Toronto with the Princess Margaret Hospital Foundation as a cancer fundraiser. And I really fell in love with that idea that the better job you do, the more people you help. And also teaching, I really enjoyed.
What did you learn about yourself, Sean, throughout this journey?
So much. I think the biggest thing was just, confidence in myself and kind of saying, well, putting myself in a challenging situation every week and kind of most often in a situation that I'd never done before. So I was continually out of my comfort zone, and to be able to, step up and, for example, being a yoga instructor, I'd never stepped foot inside a yoga studio before.
You look pretty convincing there.
I did, didn't I? Yeah, and then so Monday through Thursday I did 6-hour yoga classes a day, and I'll sometimes participating, sometimes taking notes, and then to be able to stand up Friday and then teach class. So it was continuing like that, just really challenging myself and learning so much because of it.
Have you kind of figured out now, obviously you have the book, so we'll add author to that list of accomplishments, but have you figured out what you might want to do now?
That you're going to have to read the book.
I guess so. Not going to give away here on CanadaAM,
no, I definitely can see myself. I think my first preference is probably going to be teaching, I think.
You know what, you'd be great at it. And you know what, you weren't looking too bad as the mascot there either.
Yeah, not too bad, eh?
Any advice for people, before I let you go, who are sitting in a job that they just can't stand, really unhappy?
I think the biggest thing, there's a misconception is like, you don't like your job, quit right away and find something else. I'd say especially in today's economy, to start putting the feelers out, seeing kind of what's available, and kind of before you just completely jump ship, see if you can kind of make a smoother transition.
Good advice, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.